bum 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 bum. Alright, Chad, I'm back. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna start it up and then I'm gonna explain a few things. Acting like that should be fine on my end. You guys let me know if the game is loud or like if you guys can hear me. Like, is the audio good or not? Because I don't really know. Rise of the Ashes. I'm on the last one of the first game. What the fuck? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. Oh, right, she left. Yeah, she went to go to the shrine to go train. Fuck, yeah, you're right. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day the girl showed up. Or that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Right in law offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? Sound like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Maya Frey. Huh? Oh, you're not Maya Frey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Maya Frey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time. But... please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh, what the fuck? Maya, could it be? Damn, I just got guilt tripped. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky, a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? Okay, so I can see it there. No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I said to be formally assigned to the forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you can call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal. I bet a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? You've been doing research, you know. Oh no, I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. So what's this case about? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness? Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promise her I'll bring Maya Frey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Maya? My sister asked for Maya specifically. This Maya Frey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Maya if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Identically, Maya's a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, detention center. February 22nd. Detention center, visitors room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's gone quiet all of a sudden, as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, man, it's just your sister. No excuses. Do you not want to raise this here, Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Maya mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. Sorry. What exactly is that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm a chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like... Was it Maya and May? I don't remember. Was it May? Was the other one May? There's something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start. Which is it? Which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Oh, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? It better not be my boy! Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't imminent, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means... The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I am responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you recognize the district chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Maya, wasn't she? You were in school with Maya, correct? A few years above her. Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him here all the way from his office. Although it seems he was very little in common with Maya. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? Who the fuck is live? Oh shit. One sec. Oh, look at 1 sec. Let me see. Somebody posted something in my Discord. 1 sec. What? The fuck? We better not go down this rabbit hole again. So how can you say you didn't? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright. Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. What the fuck? What was the timing, bro? Oh. Not an important email. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. That look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. And I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to defend another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Well, let's go check out the underground parking at the prosecutor office, shall we? Yeah, okay. Oh, what the fuck? This place looks crazy. Prosecutor's office underground parking lot. Oh, I see a notebook. So this is the lot where it all happened. Well, looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit of the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Try not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? What the fuck? Whose mans is this? What do we have here? Looks like a Bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? What the fuck? Who's... Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams that cacti in the desert dream you want to. What is this guy talking about? Damn, I was about to take a sip of my shit too. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. What the, hombre, a friend of yours? Huh, kind of, sort of, yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? So I guess he's the detective on the case. Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground mark makes it more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? Huh? I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is this scientific? Sounds like the theft to me. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick of examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkly. I can tell she's been waiting for this. I guess she's gonna be my partner in this. Okay, now look at the court records. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out. And if you press the X button, what the fuck? You can do this now? That's cool. No part of the game. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I failed to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? This wall isn't in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This isn't a wall, but a water tank. I failed to see how it makes any difference either way. Oh shit, there's more. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she blabbering about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Well, no time to waste. Let's go. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Oh, son of a bitch. This motherfucker's still here. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Even though he isn't. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be mousing along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Ah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who's riding the red Mustang with the body in her saddle, huh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for Vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a service you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for what, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vitals, saloon service. Maybe we should check out room 1202 at the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can't look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. What? What? What the fuck? What kind of bit is this? What kind of bit? What kind of bit is this? Alright. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers? I don't know, but you? You don't exactly look like the type you have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Oh, she's the witness! Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Did the whole hair flail? I'm referring to the murderer. The stabbing of the detective. What? Yeah, the witness. Yup. I mean, you're the witness my sister was talking about. Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Right before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she means it. Alright, guess we're talking to her. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was quite a destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny was yesterday's special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. Then, you should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. He was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence to this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all evil ones, and the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proved that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I know that they say that they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife, so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his shriveled ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ear. And the rhythmic beat to Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin does she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit of yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No! Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tired General Tso's toe-bite lunch set. General Tso... What the fuck? Never mind, Ewan. I don't even want to appreciate part of the toe-bite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in a security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? Their glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive to coming here. Useful analysis, not. Do you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I said some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike. And the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'll be sure to cause food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you are talking, Cough Out Queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Let's save. Okay, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? Is this Mr. Wright? Is this Edgeworth? Is this Edgeworth? Is this my boy Edgeworth? That voice. It's my boy! It's my boy Edgeworth. Let's go! Oh, that's the homie, bro. That's my homie. That's my dog. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Right here, Hey, don't blame me! We're just here investigating a murder case. Murder? A body was found in the nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What the fuck? What is it? What the fuck? Why is it my boy's... What the fuck? This man has a good car, I ain't gonna lie. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. What the fuck you... Oh, hold up, bro. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. And besides, it's a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? I don't think so. I forgot about the old lady. Wow, this jacket is even more lacier than his usual one. It must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in the frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out the poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Ah! Mr. Archers must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding the pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Nah, cope. My bad. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. How amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend, and what an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take the name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Whoa, where are all these case files? They're stacked up in the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Why the fuck am I seeing Gumshoe? Don't tell, bro! If Gumshoe died, I'm mauled him, bro. He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office in the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact of the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? Has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They said that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Alright, let's talk to my boy. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less? No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilty. What What the fuck? I gotta go against Edgeworth? Oh, son of a bitch. I can understand. Wait. What did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth! To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for my current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people never need a very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far as to present with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys. Bronze shield. There's gonna be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. You're mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Then why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Murder weapon usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood, no prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy, I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide here so we do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Wait. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh, what? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister will be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Yeah, I can't show him then. Fuck! Oh, I can't talk. Letters, silly. They're the reason why we have written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodham. ID YABADAB. See, wouldn't that be better? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Doesn't take much to amuse her. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous receptants are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, whatever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I do like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does have a ring to it. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What Edgeworth's doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding me? I've always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Ah, that's a scary thought. I want to look at the car. I can't look at the car. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. Say security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Ugh, yeah. Doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? No, he doesn't. Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. The fuck is there to look? So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud of the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please, stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? We present him this. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You could take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department and receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah? I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? Why does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. There we go, that's how it was. Can you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day of the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transfer. Whipping your hands for old cases. In other words... Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review of awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. Wait, the murder? That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on precision, Mr. Wright. No. I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is the solid evidence. 17:12. Yeah, 5:12. Parking stop added to the courtroom. This is the parking stop from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I appreciate it if you did direct that suspicion glare elsewhere. Well, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premise? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Do you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation's going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on trials tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just a fellow, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particular... give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. but sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. It looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. God, caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. He may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was the detective from the same department that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Huh? Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Ugh. Alright. What of the Arculum? Can I move? Nope. Alright. Police department. Entrance. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hmm? Hold on, what's that? Wait, it's a handprint! Disturbing. Why does it allude like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God Gumshoe's alive. Thank you, homie, you're alive. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe? Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I want to see that hand, bro. Oh, I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. His battery power so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective of the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a sec? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative to the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way. Shit, hold up. Oh, fuck. Okay. You might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Oh, because of the bullshit, yeah. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? And what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. This lower ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in it at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'll spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman is in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. I always get excited when I come to the police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if that's all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look at the patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, you soup. Your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping the tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea why. Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, this is just a theory. Do you mind asking me how you came up with that theory? It was when I was in school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think that'll be kind of campaign. The family wouldn't want to see it at home. My family wouldn't want to see a set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without extra help. The usual wanted posters are hanging on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people on these posters. They hardly ever look human. She has a point. Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is Detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me in so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, I got you talking. One sec, I'm gonna give me a sip. Boo. You bought the sweet. Todavía sobró para hacer otro bowl, pero no. Bro, hasta te dije ayer servirme el bowl. Bro, hold on, I'm gonna mute. Alright, I'm back. So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for the case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Edwards mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but... word is that Chief Prosecutor Scott called them out there to the parking lot. Aladdin's confessing as much. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. Is that Coney? Oh yeah. If only he was held up at a coupon extra red lights. A couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you he never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. I can't check it. Damn it. Alright, parking lot. No, I gotta keep talking to Gumshoe. What do I present him then? Oh wait, add this. We can present him this. Alright, now triangle. Hey, that's it! That's the Kingdom Prosecutor's Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive chief prosecutor to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have had grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. As a detective, I keep my mouth shut on that one. I know it's better than go blabbing about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. Ah, here it is. He's in a tough spot. Again. Again. Ah, right, this. Well, I'll start it with the murder of the defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edwards was always had unusual strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under that gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. Oh! What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edwards is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. I see why. Okay. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it was his higher up. What the fuck they post? One sec, chat. I'm on mute. Okay, I'm back. Okay. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'll be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Wait, is that the Edward? Is that Edward's file? Show them this and they'll let you examine a crime scene. Maybe. Yes! I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Yes, thank you, Gumshoe. Thank you. Looked out for the homie. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Looks like the investigation's still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh! Oh, I thought Phoenix said, oh, it was her. Oh, still here? No, hello? Where the surprise looks, didn't I mention? I got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, oh shit, this is the Wild West voice. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's just lost his herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of his crime scene. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime? A cold grave for a man who've lost their dreams. And me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep? Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. Oh, you said the same shit again. I'm a dumbass. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fanlanders of me go right to the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gracias. It was just a sneeze. Just a sneeze, just a sneeze. Nobody talking shit.
Oh, fine.
Oh, Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'll be better to let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't that crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a who nanny. Note to self, police investigations are still settling land. Well, Mr. Ray, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Go! Now we can look. This looks like a cell phone. It's Scientific analysis will suggest this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anything else that could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Shall we check it? Alright, let's check it out. That's not me. This phone's still on. The Reddle screen. Reddle? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know when people from your generation... Whatever, let's check this phone. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? It belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Especially she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. What did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new flanged ringtones. Oh, that, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. The Lone Star Patrolman. Property of Alaska. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Let's see, 5:12, Edgewater got there. The murder took place 5:15. There was a call at 5:18. So 3 minutes before and 3 minutes after. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when they closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that will come to that conclusion. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock of the trunk is busted. Underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk by my subordinate's car. Damn. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are regulated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B Block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. B Block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the lunch line car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design of that door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on the juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Officer Marshall, can you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remembering that, partner. Could you be a little bit more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a little feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The Smiley Mandona told me that tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. Was stabbed in the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Yes! Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Wait, 4 p.m.? What's up, Chuck? Okay, I'm back. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambino. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together in a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't practically gifted detective. The only reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an armed man to shoot out at a high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was on them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? No, he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambino? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye on them in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Oh shit! Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambino. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambino? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambino. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe that's a little dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's office. A dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who? Damn! Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranged testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. Rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you may say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambino. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there are bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere, everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was close to Edgeworth? "36 dated time, February 21st between 4 to 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound." A word test is quite tidy, if I might want to expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and polished, real reflection. It just reset. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Really? I can't see the number it called? back here, and then... As a detective, I had to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than go blabbing about things I don't know about. Oh, good. Ah, shit. Ah, what's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. You're right. Let's see. 67S12/2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Hey, it feels out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for detective reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report note from the victim in a cell phone. So you think we will be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays. Wait. I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Yeah, it's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. That phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. She was the last person she called. Wow. Oh shit. At 5:15, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. The detective is a murderer and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Alright, trial. We're about to start the trial. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Oh shit! How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is just one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. But Scott, you remind me a lot of Maya. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is... you're not a defense attorney. Oh wait, hold on, chat. Why the fuck are you... shit. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know why the fuck they called me. God damn it. Alright, I'm playing for like another 2 hours or 3? Maybe? I don't fucking know. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Damn, I don't know. I'll see that in a bit. My first trial without Faye helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I'll have to discover the truth by myself. Let's do this, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, count room number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lennox Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is on our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecution office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly he feels like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to the crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. Fuck, my earring. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. And will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? And did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I've always thought caviar would taste like pickled what? Tapioca? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me, the name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What exactly does that mean? Oh, son of a bitch! Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was the first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a detective? Ah! I know who you are! Cough up! Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue the description, Miss Starr. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. Alright, let's hear her testimony. Sorry, I'm looking at the map right now. The parking lot at the prosecution office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for the prosecutor's office personnel, and Block B is for visitors and clients. A chain is divided separates the 2 blocks. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor space, yes? The crime took place by the car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was that valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans added to... Okay. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush you with that little hope that they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? Alright, what do you got? Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my feline honed detective intuition at work. Oh, the wire face, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust it politely to the tip of the detective's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend, how touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing more than the point of the night which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. White. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Somehow knew there was a day come like this. I was on my way to deliver lunchbox to my boyfriend. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? And yet another boyfriend position is still opening for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. This is in lot A block. It's up on the 2nd floor, so you can see everything from there. That will be the room where the security sign. And technically, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor, I parked in the B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Scientifically speaking, Miss Star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit. Don't smile like that. I didn't mean to go forward. Okay. She trusts the pointy tip and the knife of the... Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment... the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only... You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like feeling you get when you view a pumpkin choke full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. And it must be hard. Yellowed and striped as a tack. Yeah, with the order of the old cheese to match. Any case, there in the lot, I felt something straining in the back of my mind. By Garner's car, you mean... Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth? Identically, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also at Mr. Edgeworth. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I saw it. I am certain it was her. She's telling the truth. We're doomed. We'll do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Edwards here, so I need something more sustainable than that. Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her? Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'll say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding the knife. What then? How do you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The legislature's uninformed opinion is duly noted. given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off for those prosecutors over there, I'll still be one. Laid off? She was fired? To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. Your Honor, that statement contradicts DS evidence. Wait, what? Oh, you lose 2, I forget. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, so you're supposed to press and then press again. Okay, what the fuck? Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo. You are a biased witness. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, that was weird. You might want to keep those silly opinions of yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fire you like a fritter, crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be neglected to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, One of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division in the criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Damn. Oh, this is unmistakably Lana Sky. So what is the defendant doing at the time? Yeah, got him. How? How do you see him if the picture and he ain't there, dog? Fuck you mean, bro? And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure this is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. And it had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Wait, no, bullshit! Now hold on a second. Now how can you tell that? Blood spatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? Oh, but it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take all that abuse? You got a better idea? Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering a jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She was killed without pain and remorse. It was a premeditated murder. No bullshit! Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber. Most likely, why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, then she would have been wearing those gloves. What? These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. What if she was in the habit of wearing gloves like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence as the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind they used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder, as the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's going with them thinking this was all planned. If he can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show this wasn't premeditated. Would it be this? How do you plan Edgeworth to come back? No, you don't. Damn, this is a tough one. I'm trying to think. Would it be... Bro, can we talk about that it was a fucking... that it was a blood loss and not a fatal wound? Is my service down? Wait, chat, hold up. I think I'm having internet problems. One sec, I'm on mute. I'm back. murder weapon was usually. Would it be the knife? Actually, hold on. The murder weapon was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Weapon usually in Edward's toolbox. Traces of victims' blood, no prints. Oh, it's the knife. Yeah, it is. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell Bucks lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Well, no, it's in his toolbox. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belongs to the prosecutor there? The prosecutor's bad people. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stand that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why was she not also prepared the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh. Order. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. If it was planned, the murder weapon wouldn't be there. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide was turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. But the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. Damn. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That's the only thing the prosecution need to prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Alright, let's hear her fucking testimony again. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife again and again and again. So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. She has her hole in her testimony. A human machine? That's a contradiction. Please. Can't you fault with some of the substance, Mr. Wright? Not the substance. Mr. Edward's size smells like citrus fruit? He's saying again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chopped into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if he's dead? If the dead is done? The deed is done. Leave it at that. This is a murder case, people. That's right. You should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Miss Star has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenge her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest, which is a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick and it will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Ah, here it is. This one. Bitch. Oh, dumbass. Got her red-handed. Oh, dumbass. Oh, dumbass. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to loss of blood from one stab wound. Ah, haha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk! He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Huh? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can easily be hung at the moment noticed, I suppose. She's right. Miss Skylar was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait. But isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib, that's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some tracks of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Star isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Star has turned out to be a short-tempered. Looks like we'll meet her. Would it be the picture she gave us? Because there would be blood on there. It would be that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because the picture doesn't show it. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself in this photograph. Yeah, she didn't even have the scarf. Yeah, she doesn't have the scarf. Huh? But that can't be. Only professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. And I'm the one supposed to be I'm supposed to be the defendant. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there. A scarf? No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things, accurately at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake off the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? What the fuck? She hearing my thoughts? Shit, my earrings are hurting me. Fuck, they kind of hurt when I stream. Because I'm in a weird spot. The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind her, retreating off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. And yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. And that's what had me confused in my early testimony. The chief prosecutor made me escape. But against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake, I bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is like a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. And no thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and knocked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman, roar. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Apprehending the suspect. Well, how the fuck did you get there? That's my question. How do you get there? So off to her side. I quickly clawed her, explained her rights, and then arrested her. And yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my early testimony. Chief prosecutor made it escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. So this Miss Guy tried to run. I'm sorry, my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. So where is that partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There's a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her from the whole time. Maybe I should press her. I like to see this on the floor plan just to be safe. The Lunchland card was She was a visitor, and thus she was parked in the B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That will make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing. A Kafo Queen lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Would it be just the floor plan? Because technically... I quickly caught her... Wait, let me ask about the muffler. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witness, Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. And then, we present it? Wait, how the fuck would you know that? How the fuck would you know that? The fucking wall is 6 feet tall. Yeah, how the fuck would you know that? The fucking wall is 6 feet tall. What the fuck? Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who thought together with the chief prosecutor kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction in your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the backside of the patrician. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Ugh. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me to question? Tell us exactly what lie the witness was told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, the order of events. The order of events? Or what she saw? No, what she saw. No, it's what she saw because she didn't know. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It doesn't seem hard to imagine. How could she have? Very logical. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox? Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Star lie like that? Huh? Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? Doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, dang, she's right. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt here. You've ordered the patouille on rice, right? Mr. Wright, I thought you had something here. One more try. Oh shit, I was wrong? Food. Food. Oh no, where? Where she saw it? Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question of our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security guard room is in the underground parking lot and is well positioned. It is built for the second floor so you can see the entire lot. So she would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecution office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime is from the back of the partition is here. I remember your testimony. You said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Mrs. Star, how many years has I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better on Angel Star. Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what reason Mel was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what in the world changed? Is it Angel view of the crime? The distance. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not the question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Then how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, you. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible. I was bringing the PB&J lunch to my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the Glasswell station. Let me go get a water shot. Alright, let's continue. Got me a fresh bottle of water. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in Block B. That's quite a detour. Yeah, that is a long detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was the woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear. I swear on my finest plastic sport. You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Sorry, my wrist. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, he had to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? We're gonna raise an objection. 5 minutes between the witness of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that with tied pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do in 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'll flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dwelled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal will act this way. It's inconceivable. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated the witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Hold it! What the... Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Whoa, a triple decker! Out of the deference of the witness determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now the matter of the victim's shoe is... Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood matched the one of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland if all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what is the meaning of this? What is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention it? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoot is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so, as we're sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, his shoe has already been tested by the member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution complains notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes where I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now on the matter of the victim shoe did not belong. The 2 types of blood were found in the shoe. One was from the course of the victim and the other blood type by the defendant. Yeah, you can. You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Ricky? Huh? Well, speak up. Oh, well, blood comes from 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types of all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any simple sample of blood down to just one person. Also, I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have got DNA test results. But they said there is very little doubt that it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. The suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoes. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Boom, 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 boom. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulated evidence. And you fight monsters, when you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is where the suspect is admitting that she did it. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Ah, there's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in the puddle of his own blood. All this blood. It's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. This blood is my sister's, right? It appears so. Lena's right hand was bandaged when we saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Thunder. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. How would I make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive? So like an ill-trained pooch, he snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief's prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you in your lunchbox bag, really. And in case you remove valuable evidence of the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. I can't let this evidence go without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She has enough hot water to make whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There's a problem. If I'm not imagining things, they say there's one crucial problem with the evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. They're giving you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, can you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is that contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Is it this? The bottom? Yeah, it might be the bottom. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood at the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or will it be your blood on the bottom of my shoe? Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. That could possibly be contradictory about the blood. Was the bottom? I think this, right? Because she's not bleeding. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? No, that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Ah! As you can see, there are not traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of that sort. Order! 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 Well, witness? What? Hi. Where you going, Mr. Wright? But it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright. Think. What the fuck was that? Hey, I don't know why it's not there. Let's go into finding contradiction. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I give her credit for. We were hoodwinked at the very end. But she slept. There's one vital hint of the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The oil drum. I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure. I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, apparently we're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you not know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason. Aha, you don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to the murder. And after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum and erased any telltale signs. Sorry. Why? That's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she cut herself when she stabbed him? So, that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough! There's no need to further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She couldn't just be lying about the water. She could have just been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Ms. Lana Sky. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing bloody footprints. Well... I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness. Don't tell me you have something else. Hold up, bro. How much do you have? The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt in court. Your threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this. A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Racing the last trace of dot on the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And see, this is your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up on the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare the verdict for good. Your Honor, wait. What is it? What is it with you people? Can I hand down my verdict in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. At least one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I have to go ahead with this. I suppose we come this far. We should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. To show the court the problem of the photograph. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out the car muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. Now, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind on the photograph. A muffler is also part of a car and a motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see. That's a special looking cloth sticking out of the car muffler. So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you have already told us why it's important to this case. You said as much as in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. White has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth from the muffler is related to the case. The phone call. Miss Star, recall your testimony from the court. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what he had me confused earlier in my testimony. Muffler. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually the exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Oh. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about this piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered, here we do a disservice to the law. Have the car of the crime scene inspect at once and bring me the cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew, that was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Whew, shit, that was close. I was on thin ice. The fuck are they talking about? But I'm getting hungry, child. I'm gonna be honest, dog. I think we finish this up and I might end it. And then I'll pick it back up tomorrow. As long as we make it to day 2, because the way this trial is going, we're about to go to day 2. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. The District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? How? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge chambers. Probably something to do with the piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon is a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell you the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come and take a look and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You should be worried about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with Scarvis. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. No, don't. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a times. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, as we're seeing it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In a photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Star wasn't mistaken? Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some old fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Alright. Second part of the trial. 12:32. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with what is wrong with Edgeworth? There's something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That frown, bro, those grinning teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with the trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock. Who's there? What the? Who the fuck is this motherfucker? Ah! What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when the man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you! Oh, sorry I'm late, okay. The roles were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, AID. How you been? So much these days? Oh, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, Sizzy, Eddie. My boy, you must make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Eddie seems like his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Ah, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little worry thief giving you all the trouble, eh? You know, you should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Grant, Damon Grant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, what do we all this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'll help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Guy really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed in the exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's card, no less. What the fuck? It's really quite embarrassing even for us. What's this? This is what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If you investigate are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've got no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says a person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... You heard in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'd expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too uptight. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. Oh shit, my bad. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yeah? Just to be sure, I'd like you to take a look at this blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push the switch and... If I cut my fingers, Mr. White, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my fingers, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. I'm not doing it. Ah, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at the knife blade. The tip is broken off. And a stark red stain. Blood. Switchblade. No. Okay. This does not excuse the action of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but I cannot ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecution and the police and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed on the police department, see? What a mess. That time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to here, this case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? Detective! That's hush-hush information. Okay. We haven't exactly announced him yet. Oh, wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time that the Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! 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 Anyway, we at the department, we're all flustered at this, as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Oh, shit! That explains at the beginning, so it's 2 deaths. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Wait a minute, so there was a murder at the time? Unless there's evidence that proves the connection between this knife and Goodman? Is it this one? This? Wait a second. Ah, at last. An honest of goodness objection. This knife. This has to do something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? And honest to goodness, what do you mean from Udge? This is great. Look at the tag on the knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Oh! It was upside down. Oh, we had it upside down! Oh! What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12 over 2? We had it upside down. It's upside down. Yeah, shit. Upside down. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, what do you get? February 21st. SL9. Oh, shit. Ah. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9, which is the same thing as written on the knife's tag. Order, order! Well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in the case, and was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do investigation. I'm gonna press him on that. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udge? I'm at loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. Dude, it better not be Gumshoe. Better not be Gumshoe. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you can help, Righto. I suppose I can help, if you only help me by giving me the data of your case. Oh, a good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. Isn't it how? Or is it where? How or where? They won't give me details. Oh, this is the police. I guess where? So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention it in his testimony just now? There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? Happy. We just got handed our ticket to go into town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Chief, the defense position is simply this. The connection between these two cases have already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, what? Out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is the place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife we found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had it on him and the case number and the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you did this right here. Chief, I request you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim in the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to give what I can out of him. Division, ID number, or gender? The fuck kind of bullshit? I guess. ID number, I guess? Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't get getting your hopes up. The number is... Wait. Wait, huh? Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? Yeah, actually, it does prove a problem then. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning... It's Goodman. Wait. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something. What does it tell you? Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. This is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department and the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Wait. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. It started with 82. I forgot. You don't even remember the first number right again. The number the chief of the police gave us was 5842189. Oh, wait a second, right. What does this mean? Wait, what does... mean? Well, that's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in completely different locations? Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I wanted to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, They're yours. What? How? How dare you? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our office Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright. Where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! As the little scrawny fucker. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe? But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with Lana Sky's incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written on the top of the report. Oh my god, Edgeworth did a flawed mistake. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious area. Gross negligence of the duty of your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Fuck. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now that was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case of trial. And how is the rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence that is used by the court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Rido over here. Good job, Rido, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, but with all those rumors, you were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence in my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time, really. You have my profound apology, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be suffice, Mr. Edgeworth? Sufficient. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is for your sake, I hope, is not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Alright, give me the option to save, and then I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna continue it tomorrow. Yay! Yay! Alright, I'm gonna end it here for a bit. Ugh, I've been on this chair for like about 3 hours, I think. Yeah, almost 4. Gotta leave. I just forget how long Ace Attorney games are. I'll pick it back up tomorrow, chat. This is basically the only game I'm streaming right now. I'm resting my wrist for a bit. Because I started feeling pain after I beat Catherine on Friday. I beat it Friday night. And then I played Smash with one of my homies for a while. And then I stopped. And then my brother the next day wanted to play Smash. So we played for a few hours as well. And then my wrist was killing me. So that's why I decided to stream Ace Attorney right now. I'll see how far we'll play Ace Attorney again before we pick up a different game. Or maybe we'll just finish this trial and I'll think what game I should do next. Because Ace Attorney are long and I still have 2 other games in Ace Attorney to do. So I'll think about it. Other than that, I'll see y'all tomorrow.